Tanya here to bring you the advanced posture of the week this week, which is Ekapada Kundanyasana number 2, also known as the flying splits. So I will demonstrate 2 different variations as to how to get into this shape. The first variation is by far my favorite, and then I'll also show you a cheat as to, sometimes cheating is good. So I'll show you a little cheat with the opposite elbow being stacked underneath the ribs. So let's go ahead and get started. Make sure you're nice and warmed up for this shape. Start in downward facing dog. So downward facing dogs with the fingertips out nice and wide, hips are high, heels sink low. Sweep the right leg up and back. Now generally speaking, we always keep the hip nice and square, but this time start to bend the knee and open the hip. Then as you exhale, bring the knee above the elbow onto the tricep. Begin to chaturanga the arms, shift the weight forward, split the leg. So right leg comes out, lean forward, magically the left leg lifts. And then we come out of it, maybe hop back into chaturanga. Now, the second variation or another variation to come into that shape is from lizard pose. So we can start in downward facing dog. Right leg sweeps up, you can bend the knee, stack the hip, and one more time. Step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Make sure right toes are pointing forward. Keep the back leg lifted, and then take the right hand right on the heel, grip it, and then try to bring your shoulder as far underneath the leg as you can. Now take the hands back on the mat, fingertips all pointing forward, spread the fingertips out, extend the right leg out, chaturanga the arms, look forward, shift the weight forward. Point the back toes, flex the right toes back towards you. And then again, you can float back, chaturanga. Now, a little cheat to this. Essentially, the opposite elbow that you couldn't see when I was demonstrating on the other side is just hugging to the side of your ribs, just like in chaturanga. A little cheat is hugging the elbow so far in where the tricep creates a shelf for underneath the ribs. Let's try that again, and I'll show you the little cheat here. We'll take the right leg up, bend the knee, stack hip, draw the knee above the elbow. Chaturanga the arms. Now instead of chaturanga, as you chaturanga the arms, floating the elbow back, you'll float the elbow in. Straighten out the right leg, shift forward, magically you fly. And then float it back into chaturanga. So Ekapada Kundanyasana has a lot of different elements. Hamstring flexibility, shoulder strength, core strength. We'll be working on that all week this week. If you have any questions, you can always email Tanya@moxie.yoga. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial.